joined by a man of history, Mr. Bill Vankus of the Rhinelander Historical Society. Good to have you on this morning.
It's great to be here, a man of history.
Exactly, exactly. It's appropriate, the Rhinelander Historical Society.
To my old classmates? No, don't be.
But there's a lot going on. It is the holiday season, and the Rhinelander Historical Society is no exception. What is going on with you guys over there in downtown Rhinelander?
Okay, well, first let's talk about the open house that we're going to have.
Yes.
First Saturday in December, we always have an open house. It's been going on for probably 30 years. So December 2nd will be the day from noon till 4.
Oh, okay.
We have a little bit of everything. We have music playing all day. We have 4 different groups, if you will, the Caroliers, Diane Cole, the male chorus, and then Tom Nelson and Diane and Teresa. Each take about an hour or so of playing music. We'll have homemade cookies. We'll have eggnog. We'll have apple cider. We'll have cheese and sausage. We'll have wine. We try to cater to every age group.
You want to get anyone you can in there.
Yeah, it's just a fun time, and it's all totally free. You don't have to worry about getting free admission and then picking your pockets afterward. Everything is totally free. So it's just a fun day, and there'll be candy for the children. It's just, you know, the old museum house is just such a neat house, but it's so much nicer when it's filled with laughter and talking and all that good stuff. And this is just a perfect example of that. The day will be, and we'll do tours as well. So if somebody hasn't been there for a tour yet, or it's been a while and they want to see what's been added to the collection, we'll do tours as well too. So it's just a laid-back day of just having friends come over to visit, and that's probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a very kind of cozy event. And have you had a lot of success with this open house in the past?
Yeah, we've had good crowds. It's a good, steady crowd. Some will come, you know, at certain times if they know, if they like the certain musical group. They might wait and come at 2 o'clock or 1. But there's definitely a good exchange of people throughout the day. So
now, do any of these musical groups draw you in, or do you participate in any of this thing that's going to be going on?
No, my musical talent is I can play the radio, and that's probably about it. So,
well, nothing wrong about that. But there's also a lot of stuff, you know, the Rhinelander Historical Society, it's a busy place, and you keep on getting new information seamlessly all the time. And you were just talking about some interesting letters that you stumbled across recently from someone.
Right, didn't stumble. It's actually a lady from Madison called, and she had just recently purchased a house in St. Paul, and they're doing some renovation, and in the walls they found some letters, and the letters were from a man named John Curran to his daughter Julia. And while he was living in Washington, when he wrote the letters, she saw a reference to Rhinelander, so she called up and left a message at the Historical Society. For those of you that aren't familiar with John Curran, he had a trading post where the Friendly Village Nursing Home is now, right on where the Pelican and the Wisconsin River meet. Came here in 1859, created the trading post. He was a big proponent of education. He had a school for his children and the neighbors early on, and then he got involved in the school board when they actually had a district here. So there was a school named after him. That's since been closed, but now it's called the Curran Office Building.
Yeah.
And there's a street named after him up on the north side of town. So he lived here. He was very active, but as the community started to grow and more people came, he got restless and moved out west. So, but anyway, and Julia, his daughter, was the first white baby that was born in the area, and Lake Julia out by Nicolay College was named after her. So it's just kind of interesting how these things just kind of fall in our lap, you know. I mean, who'd have thought some lady from Madison who bought a house in St. Paul would have a cool thing for us. So we have to figure out how we're going to display the letters. They're very brittle, obviously, as old as they are. So we'll figure out how we can do that. So yeah, there's lots of cool things. Another one that made me feel pretty old here recently. We got a picture. A lot of things make me feel pretty old recently. But anyway, get a picture of some of the first logs from the paper mill when they were starting to bring logs in to make paper. So in 1903, there's a number of men standing there, and one of them was Albert Lawrence, who lived in my grandmother's neighborhood when I was a child. So here's a man going back to 1903, and I've got a tie to him. I didn't realize he worked for the paper mill. He worked for the Rhinelander Boat Company, which closed in 1955. And he had got a vise. It's at the boat and outboard museum at Pioneer Park. And if you go there, it's a big wooden vise. Matter of fact, the screw is even made out of wood. It's just really a cool vise. Anyway, so he got that when they closed the boat company down. He gifted that to Frank Novak, who lived in the neighborhood. Frank gave it to me, and then I donated it to the museum. So it's had a roundabout. But anyway, it's just funny, you know, here are these people we talk about from back in 1903, and now I'm old enough that I actually knew them.
Well, you know,
it's always fun to have
kind of sobering, but anyway.
Yeah, it's fun to have kind of those personal ties to history. Like, it's always very interesting.
It's true.
It is. But yeah, no, people are just, you know, it's just really heartwarming how supportive the community is, both in supporting us, because again, we are a nonprofit charitable organization, so we get no funding from any government sources or anything like that. So we rely on donations and memberships, but the community just embraces us and supports us so well, and they keep donating cool things to us. So life is good at the museum. How's that?
Yeah, well, that sounds like it is, and you know, we're very happy to have you, and hopefully people come out to this open house December 2nd from noon until 4.
Right, yep.
Perfect. Well, it sounds great. Thanks for coming on, Bill. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes, thank you. And coming up, we have what's trending, including which side